So we're currently preformed, meaning the basic shape is here. It now weighs 950 carats. We lost about 230 carats of what we originally had. The current measurement is just under 50 millimeters. So from this I'd expect pushing close to 500 carats depending on the style of cut that I pick. So the next step is to mark this, get it ready for dopping. So I try and find the center, and I use these brass calipers to mark it, and you go somewhat past the center and make a line across it. Go again, each side. So that's going to be somewhat close to center. I'll double check, see if I need to move one way or another. But that's how we get ready to dop it, and then we'll take the dop and place it where the center is, and then do some final measurements before we glue it up. So we have our stone in the transfer block. This transfer block is not meant for a stone this big, so I've got some clay underneath to hold it in position. Now I need to measure it, make sure we're still pretty close to center. And it's pretty much dead on. So this is going to take a lot of glue. This dop should have been bigger for this size stone, but it's the biggest one I've got. The only concern is that it won't hold the stone on there because it's small and we won't be able to get enough glue on it. But if I'm careful, I think I can keep it on. So mix plenty of glue. So I've got some glue mixed up here. Whether it's enough, I'm not sure, but we'll want to attach it completely around this dop. I don't dop the bottom side of the dop, mainly because it's very difficult to separate them later. And I will probably need more. Well, this is the next challenge. The largest stone I've ever cut is 322 carats. That stone took me about 90 hours to finish. This one is currently 950 carats, but by the time I'm done with it, it's probably going to be somewhere between 400 and 500 carats. So we're going to cut almost half of this away, and it's been preformed from a stone that was more than twice this size. A lot of grinding, and the biggest issue is going to be polishing. Small facets can be difficult in quartz, but when you get facets that are as large as an inch across, it's very difficult to get them polished smoothly and to get them to polish completely across the stone. So this is the challenge of the next few weeks, and we'll get started now and start grinding away at this quartz from Arkansas. So I've finished the pavilion of the stone, and I've put a dop on the pavilion side. Now I'll remove the dop from the crown side and start cutting the crown. Product. You know, I'd hoped it would be somewhere between 400 and 500 carats, and while it was coming off the dop, I kind of wondered what a quarter pound was, and it works out to be 568 carats. And I thought, wow, that'd be cool if it was 568 carats, and it turned out to be 571 carats. So it's a quarter pounder. The other concern was being a new cut, you know, just how pretty would it be, because often you do a new cut and they don't necessarily work, but this one really worked. Very happy with the stone. I'm going to try this cut on some smaller stones and see if they also work, because this is really 100% brilliant. It's probably one of the finest cuts I've ever done. So very happy with the piece, very happy with the finish. The cutting on this went a lot faster than the last large stone I took, which took me about 90 hours. But that's because I had much better labs, much better equipment to use. I started with a 100
grit lap, which really tore through the material quickly. From there I went to a 325, to a 1200, and then finally polishing with the ultra laps. And the ultra laps with the addition of cerium oxide really did a great finish. I mean, there's very little imperfection on the polish of this stone. That probably took the most time, but it really came out great. It has almost a diamond-like brilliance. Thanks for watching. If you want more informational videos, go to MoreGems on YouTube or MoreGems.com.